Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're at in the world and when you're watching this. Welcome or welcome back to the channel of Auntie.reads. Yes, welcome to the channel of auntieki.reads. This is the channel where I will tell you the truth and read you like no other. And before I begin, I know it has been a while, a long while, but I'm here and I'm back, okay? And I want to get back in the habit of posting like I once did. I've just became a creature of habit in regards to being on TikTok on a day-to-day basis, okay? So if you are interested in my content, I do post daily on there as well, okay? Also, if you're interested in ever booking a personal reading, the information is in the description box below, or just anything in particular that you're wanting to know in regards to me can be found in the description box below. I also want to bring to your attention that like each month I do offer specials, but the catch is you'll have to find the special pinned on my page on TikTok, okay? So hopefully you'll click the link, add me on TikTok, and then you won't miss anything that I do. Let it be on YouTube or TikTok, okay? So what you're looking at today is a pick a card reading. And what this is going to be in regards is, what is the gossip on you in the month of August? What is the gossip on you in the month of August? So as you can see, you have three piles to choose from, starting from left to right. Okay, so the first pile is going to be the penny. Okay, so this is pile 1. Pile 2 is going to be the red ink pen. And then pile 3 is going to be the lip gloss. So take a minute to see which object or which pile resonates with you. And while you're doing that, I'm going to take a deep breath and give thanks of gratitude before I tap in and give you the insight, clarity that you need for the month of August. So if you want to participate with me with the deep breath, I'm about to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. And exhale. Spirit, angels, ancestors, thank you for allowing me the opportunity today to tap into the energy of the collective here on YouTube. Spirit, when it comes to the collective, I ask that you allow me to tap into their energy to give them clarity, answers, and insight in regards to what is significant for them in the month of August. I ask during this energy exchange that you protect my energy and their energy during this energy exchange. Ashe. Okay, so are you guys ready to do this and tap in to see what is the gossip on you in the month of August? All right, so for those that chose pile 1, the penny. Okay. So for those that chose pile 1, this is going to be the gossip on you in the month of August. So with this penny, I just feel that like this is going to be something that you see. So when you start to see coins faced over in the month of August, it's giving me that like the gossip on you is that you guys are protected, okay? It's also giving me that like new beginnings are taking place for you all. And in these new beginnings, you will be protected. So it's just giving me that like you have no worry, okay? Also, the year of 2018 could be significant. Okay, for some of you all, you could possibly be born in that year. That year just possibly has a significance to you. So we're about to see, first off, what is the truth, okay? Let's see, what is the gossip for you all in the month of August, pile 1. Okay, so the first message, and I don't know if you all can see that, is your absence is messing up their whole spirit. Okay, so right off the gate with the penny, this does indicate that you are protected going into the month of August, but mainly you have been in separation or you have basically left someone. And I see that this month, this person is really being haunted with the absence of you walking away or you no longer being in their life. And I just see that with your absence is really starting to affect them in ways that they didn't really think that that could possibly be. In the month of August, I see don't let this opportunity pass you by. So it's giving me that, like, for some of you all, you possibly have been manifesting or wishing for a new beginning. Okay. And it's just giving me that, like, this could possibly be somebody that has intentions on wanting to spin the block. And it's just giving me that, like, with this fresh start, don't allow a fresh start or a new opportunity to pass you by. You already know how the past and what the old looks like, but you don't know what the new looks like. So it's just giving me that, like, this month, it's time for you to give something a chance that's new. So maybe ear ringing is going to be significant for you in the month of August. And it's giving me that, like, if you do experience ear ringing, and especially if it is your right ear, that's going to indicate good luck, okay? So just pay attention to if it's the left ear or the right ear, okay? So it could either be in regards to the past or possibly new beginnings, but that is going to be some type of sign. So keep that in mind as well. Okay, so we have little boy shit. So yeah, it's just giving me that, like, you were dealing with somebody who was possibly young or not even just in age, but it's just giving me that, like, the mindset that this person was in or like the focus that this person had, it's just giving me that, like, they weren't on their grown man shit or they just weren't on their priorities. And I just see that, like, maybe this is something you had to cut off in regards to create a new opportunity. So I just see in the month of August, you possibly are going to realize that, like, somebody wasn't on the same level or they just weren't on their, divine masculine thing, or their, they just weren't on their shit. I see that, like, you're going to embark upon the month of August. The message says take you places and show you things. So this sounds like you may meet somebody, okay? And it's giving me the, like, you're going from little boy shit to somebody possibly taking you out, showing you new things, teaching you things, introducing you to a new way. And that could be what Spirit is indicating in regards to, like, don't allow this opportunity to pass you by because this is something that you really have been wanting to experience, as far as, like, you, instead of you being the one that always shows someone something different, introducing them to new things, it's like this is going to be somebody who does the same for you as well. So I see that in the month of August, you're going to realize that the person in regards to who's this little boy and who's on this little boy shit, and their absence is messing up your absence is messing up their whole spirit. I see that this is a codependent relationship that you were once in, and it's giving me that, like, in the month of August, this is what you're healing from, is codependent relationships, trauma bonds, karmic patterns. But yeah, I just see that you were dealing with somebody and you're realizing that this was more so a codependent relationship, but it's giving me that, like, this person is codependent with the way that they're holding on to you. So also in the month of August, you're going to start getting outside more because you've been behind closed doors for too long. So maybe in the month of August, this is you not allowing this opportunity to pass you by in regards to new beginnings. And also with going outside, that does go back to the pennies being faced up. So I just see that, like, this month, you're going to start to see certain type of signs in nature that's going to speak to you, or even possibly certain symbols, okay? But I just see that, like, you've possibly have suppressed yourself, you've been behind closed doors for a while, and it's just time for you to get yourself out there and just explore something new. And I see that in the month of August, that's exactly what you're going to be doing. Ooh, Power One. So, if you can see this, it says you're about to receive something you've never had. And how do you see how this is all in alignment with the same messages in regards to don't let this opportunity pass you by, take you places and show you things. You're about to receive something you've never had? Baby, it's giving me that, like, I know that they say August is the last month that summer is before it ends. It's just giving me that like you're about to go out with a bang in the month of August, nieces and nephew, or should I say pile one. But yeah, like you guys are about to receive an opportunity that you've never had before. And the last message is you're going to realize in the month of August that this person that you were once with, you're going to realize that this person was a blessing blocker. The gossip in regards to you is you're going to realize that somebody was blocking your blessings, and the blessings in the month of August are going to start coming in. And it's giving me that like it's going to start in regards to like you meeting somebody new and them showing you new things as well. Ooh, this is really good. So yeah, this person, the things that they blocked are now blocking them, and that's why they're realizing that your absence is messing up their whole spirit, because it's giving me that like they realize that you're the one that brought the energy, you're the one that brought the peace, you were the one that was really doing the inner work to start moving and manifesting things. So this is why spirit is putting you in a position to receive something you've never had. So let's continue diving in. What else is the gossip for you all? Rebound, temporary comfort, avoiding loneliness, quick replacement just to forget. And I feel like this is exactly like what this person wants to do in the month of August, is to basically rebound just because they don't like being alone. And that's what makes them codependent. But I just see that like this is what you're realizing, is that maybe you were rebounding in this connection, and this is what made it codependent. And now that you've taken the time to heal, you're like, you know what? They were blocking my blessings. I was blocking my own blessings. So I see that like you're going to continue to allow the absence to be. Gaslighting, reality distortion, emotional manipulation, questioning sanity, you're imagining things. So it's just giving me that like the things that this person dished out is being put in a position to have to deal with. So with them gaslighting you, I see that the gossip in regards to you in the month of August, pile one, is that this person is experiencing what it's like to be gaslit. It's giving me that like the things that they dished out to you is coming back on them, but I don't necessarily feel like it's from someone else. I just feel that like this is exactly what spirit is putting this person in a position of experiencing, and that's why it's like without you they're being haunted with all the karma, all the fears, all the things that they were running away from. So yeah, in the month of August, it's giving me that like as you heal, this person is being put in a position to be faced with their karma. Hustle mode, grinding hard, ambitious drive, determined effort, sleep can wait. So it's giving me that like in the month of August, the gossip in regards to you, nieces and nephew, and pile one, is that you guys are going to be in hustle mode in regards to like working on your business. You guys are going to be focused on just receiving something like the card says that you never had. But I just see that like you guys are going to just be focused on being a workaholic because you have goals. I see that the angel number of 1111 could be significant for you all in the month of August. But also I just feel that like you're learning something as well. And it's giving me something like the more that you learn, the more that you're going to be hungry or determined to accomplish this goal. And honestly, this could be an opportunity that you're not going to allow to pass you by either, as far as just some type of business opportunity. But regardless, you have more than one thing to look forward to in regards to love and business opportunity. So I see that the gossip in regards to you all also in the month of August is that you guys have found your voice again. You're going to start speaking up and speaking out. But I see that like you guys are now going to be focused on expressing your needs, defending yourself. You're going to have the courage to confront your fears or just confront situations or calling people out on their bullshit. But also you're going to realize that your voice matters. Okay, and I feel like in regards to like who you were dealing with in the past, like this is someone that really tried to take your voice. I feel like this is somebody who really tried to overtalk you and prove points, and yeah, this is somebody who had like controlling energy. And you know, they say that like when someone is very loud, that displays their insecurities. Yeah, I just feel that like now that this person is not with you, they're being faced with a lot of their insecurities, like they're self-sabotaging. It's just giving me that like this is somebody who really hurts themselves, which makes them hurt other people. But yeah, I just see that like you're prioritizing yourself in the month of August. You don't care who it hurts or who you have to leave behind. But I just see that like not only have you been behind closed doors for too long, but it's just giving me that like you've suppressed yourself for so long. So this month, you're not holding yourself back. You're speaking up. You're putting yourself out there, and you're not holding yourself back from the things that you know that you deserve. Okay? So I just see that like you're about to show up for yourself this month, despite of how someone wasn't able to show up for you. Let's continue diving in regards to what else is going to take place for you all this month. So I see another thing that's going to be significant in the month of August is that you're pulling your energy back into your power. See, and that goes along in regards to you speaking up. This is in regards to like you not allowing opportunities to pass you by. So with you having this epiphany in regards to somebody blocking your blessings, I just see that like this is you protecting your energy, but you also have double protection from your ancestors. So I just see that like you're calling your power back in the month of August as well. Job well done. Oh, and I just spoke of boundaries. Your boundaries are becoming healthy. And it's giving me like the more that you set boundaries, the more people don't like that just because, you know, not that you've never had a voice, but I just feel that like you used to hold your tongue and bite your tongue to consider other people or to be the peacemaker. And I just feel that like sometimes you realize that speaking up is creating the peace in order for you to set yourself free. So I see that like you're not afraid to tell people no. You're not afraid to tell someone like what matters to you. You now have the courage to not only defend yourself, but you have the courage to confront others in regards to like calling them out on things that don't serve you or don't matter to you, or something that matters to you and they're not considering. Yeah, so the gossip in regards to you in the month of August is that you're trusting spirit now. And that's why you're going to be put in a position to receive something you've never had, is because it's like you're letting go of control. And with you letting go of control, it's just giving me that like you're inviting spirit in. And as you invite spirit in, this is why spirit is really going to get on this person's heels in regards to like how much you gave, how much you showed up for this person. So without you, your absence is really going to hunt someone, because now it's like you've given the situation a spirit. You've let go of control. You're done like, you know, wishing bad on this person or just, you know, want this person to understand. It's just giving me that like now that you've pulled and poured your energy back into yourself, you're allowing things to move. You done found a different focus, a different perspective. So I see that like you realize that you've been asleep on yourself. So another gossip in regards to what's taking place in regards to you all is like you're not asleep on yourself anymore, because you're trusting spirit, which is trusting yourself as well. The gossip is you don't get bitter, you get better. And that's pretty much where I was going with this overall message, is like despite of what has happened to you, it's put you in a position to hustle harder. It's put you in a position to bounce back harder. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you do, it has effort and strength behind it. And that's the thing that not only does this person see, but people are seeing as well. And the thing is, this month you're focused on getting better, you know, and that's what's putting you in a position to hustle harder, to receive these opportunities. You're about to also meet someone, and they're going to put you in a position of showing you things that you've never experienced before. But baby, the gossip is in the month of August, somebody's going to realize you're a lot to handle, but yet at the same time, you're a lot to lose. And this is exactly why the absence of you is really haunting. It's giving me like when people lose you in general, the absence of you haunt their spirits. But yeah, pile one. It's giving me like the same things that this person complained about you is like they're realizing that they miss you. But oh well, that's their problem. So now that you've called your power back, the blessings that were blocked are going to start coming in for you all, okay? So this is really good. So let's get some advice in regards to the month of August for you. Pile 1. What is their advice for the month of August? What is the advice for Pile 1? What is the advice for Pile 1 in the month of August? And your advice is Electra. And the advice from Electra is, in relationships, you have had to suffer a lot, endure much, but you are no longer the little gray mouse or the needy woman / man who has to beg for love. You are a different person now. And the great true love will find you and love you for being the way that you are. Open-hearted, authentic, confident, and just yourself. Pile 1, I be damned. Doesn't everything align this month? This goes in regards to you receiving something that you've never had. This is in regards to don't allow this opportunity to pass you by. And this is even in regards to like taking you places and showing you things. So now that you've let go of codependent relationships and you done making yourself available for people who are just on the rebound, breadcrumbing and gaslighting, baby, your energy, your currency has went up. And now you're about to find a love that's just going to simply love you for you. And baby, you're a lot to handle and a lot to lose. So for the month of August, this is exactly what the gossip is in regards to you. People are going to realize you're a lot to handle and a lot to lose, but yet at the same time, once they lose you, baby, your absence will haunt them for a lifetime. So congratulations to what's coming to you all, Pile 1. You got opportunities. You're about to receive something that you've never had. Your boundaries are strong, and your blessings are going to start flowing now that this blocking blesser is out of your life. Oh, I'm so happy for you all. All right, so this is for Pile 1, okay? So hopefully you'll let me know how this resonates for you all. So we're about to move on to Pile 2, okay? Let's see what the gossip is in regards to Pile 2. Okay. So for those that chose the red ink pen, Pile 2, let's see. The gossip in regards to you all in the month of August is giving me that, like, you're paying attention to red flags, or it's just giving me that, like, you guys are going to be very discerning to, like, detail. And whatever detail that doesn't apply, it's just giving me that, like, you guys are going to possibly check something off. I feel like you guys are going to be very courageous, very passionate. And for some of you all, you know what? This could apply to a Leo, this red energy, fire. So maybe for Pile 2, some of you all could be a Leo, but I just feel that, like, this is going to be the energy that you're in the month of August. So the gossip is you're making moves is what it's giving me. So let's tap in to see what is the truth. What is the gossip, okay? So hopefully you can see that. So the first message is you are allowed to love yourself. Okay, let me get another one. Messy ass baby's mama. So it's giving me that, like, the gossip in regards to you all in the month of August, Pile 2, is you're choosing yourself over someone that comes with chaos and drama. It's almost giving me, not that you're possibly giving somebody an ultimatum, but it's just giving me that, like, since they can't choose for you, you're making the choice for the both of you all. But I see that maybe you've been dealing with somebody who has a messy ass baby mama, or maybe this is just somebody who isn't taking care of their business or something like that. Yeah, they need to be handled. So it's giving me that, like, you're going to find out the truth about somebody, and you basically are going to realize that, like, this baby mama has reason to be messy because this is somebody who's not, handling their business, or this is somebody who's very arrogant, or, it's almost giving me that, like, this is somebody who's so self-centered to where they need to receive some type of treatment to be humbled. So stop apologizing so much. You are not wrong. Yeah, so it's almost giving me that like you've been possibly apologetic to something that you said, or maybe something you haven't accepted. And I just see that like the gossip in regards to you, pal, too, is that you're gonna stop being so sorry and like always feeling like it's you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is somebody who always points the finger, and somebody who's always playing victim, or you know what I'm saying, that's justifying their actions to where it always makes you feel bad. So I see that like this month you're going to be focused on choosing yourself, and it's giving me that like this is something that you haven't done towards this person to where like that's gonna humble them, because you're now possibly either agreeing with the baby's mama, or it's just giving me that like you possibly understand where she's coming from. Hell, the baby mama could be you, you know what I'm saying? But it's just giving me that like you're not wrong for what you're doing or what you're feeling. So I see that like maybe in the month of August, you're going to realize that this person's always in their phone, possibly, you know, entertaining folks, or they pretending like they handling business, but in all reality, they're not. Yeah, so I see that like you're going to be focused on taking your power back and trusting your intuition. It's giving me that like for some of you all, this could be in regards to you possibly having a child with somebody, and it's like they're not necessarily being attentive to the child, and it's just giving me that like you may tell them like, hey, you can't see the baby this month, or you know what, and maybe this is a way to humble them, because it's like, damn, when you get chances, you're taking shit for granted. So I just see that like you're not going to consider somebody in the month of August. So I just see that like the gossip is you're giving a fuck a little less, and this is going to possibly humble somebody in the way that they need to. So I also see that in the month of August, you're going to start picking up more of a consistent flow in your cash, okay? So, yeah, I just see that, like, just like with Power One, so a lot of folks is taking their power back in the month of August and making the focus about yourself. But I just see that, like, by you raising the currency, you're also, it's giving me like as you raise the energy, you're raising the currency in regards to you as well. So I see that like you're going to be stepping back into your power, which is putting you in a position to love yourself, and you're not apologizing for who you are, what you stand for, what things matter to you. So I see that like your money's about to start looking good in the month of August as well. Yeah, and I see that like this is somebody who's not taking no for an answer. So I see that like the gossip in regards to you is you're going to show them better than you can tell them. Yeah, it's time for you to choose yourself instead of them. So this is exactly what the gossip is in regards to you, pal, too, is that you're choosing yourself instead of them. And as they actually witness you choose yourself, it's giving me that like you're inflicting a fear in this person, like, you know what? I'm losing you. And it's giving me like this is exactly what's taking place, is that you're choosing yourself and making yourself a priority. So this is pretty much like coinciding with Power One, if this resonates with you, or if you guys didn't take the time to listen to that. But I just see that like you're somebody that's very apologetic, and you really try to keep the peace and do the right thing. But this is not about the right or the wrong thing. It's more so about what's best for you. And I just see that like what's best for you is you choosing yourself. So no need to feel bad about that. So the gossip in regards to you, pal, too, is you guys are going to be ascending this month. You guys are growing spiritually. You're going to start to have a higher awareness, next level consciousness, elevating yourself. So yeah, you're stepping into your power, which is also putting you in a position to elevate. You're leveling up spiritually. So I see that the gossip in regards to you is like you guys are tapping in and tuning in. You're trusting yourself. So I just see that like the outside world, you're not really gonna allow it to be a distraction, okay? This person could always be in their phone. They got shit going on, but I just see that like you're tuning the bullshit out because you are elevating. Baby, you see consistent cash flow and payday, right? So the gossip in regards to you is that you guys are going to be having deposits dropping in the bank account, okay? Financial rewards, money rolling in, celebration of success, check cashed. So yeah, I just see that like you guys are detaching from the bullshit and you guys are focused on the bag. But it's just giving me that, like how I said, as your energy elevates, that also increases your finances as well. So payday for you all is about to be every day. Spill tea. I'm telling you, the gossip in regards to you all in the month of August is that you're in the bag, you're focused. They're going to feel like you're too good, and hell, you are too good because you actually are accomplishing things. And that's in the most humble way. But see, you're going to be the talk of the town, see. Secrets exposed, gossip spreading, leaked information. Oops, it's out. So it's just giving me that, like, shit, this person's drama's gonna be out in regards to them having a messy baby mama. That shit, you chose yourself because this person needed to be humbled. It's just giving me that, like, shit, in the month of August, the truth is gonna speak for itself. And it's giving me like it's going to be based up off your actions. So for some of you all in the month of August, you being a what's it called, a content creator, a social media influencer, like your likes are going to start going up, your views are going to start going up, you're going to start receiving social media recognition, online fame, power to influence. So I just see that like people are going to start noticing you more and more in regards to your social media presence in the month of August as well. And also in the month of August, that's going to be the gossip, is that shit, people are going to start saying your name more and more, your content is going to start growing, money's about to start coming in, because again, you're ascending spiritually. Okay, so yeah, I just see that like the numbers are going up in the month of August for you as well. Let's continue tapping in. So for some of you all, you could possibly be a life path 6, the counselor. So for some of you all, this could possibly be the type of work that you do as far as like, you know, spiritual guidance, or maybe you're confirmation burp. You know, it's just giving me that like maybe you're an advisor, or maybe you're somebody that's healing, and maybe you give insight or clarity. And I just see that like people listen to you and they trust you. So in the month of August, the gossip is that you basically are going to be setting an example for certain people. Moving on Spirit's time allows things in your life to be balanced. And it's just giving me that like that's exactly what you're doing at this time, especially with the color purple. You're trusting your intuition, you're experiencing spiritual growth, you're starting to focus on the higher awareness and the next level ascension. So it's just giving me that like right now in the month of August, you guys are going to just be focused on going with the flow and allowing Spirit to just have his way with you. I see that like you're going to be glowing more in the month of August as well. You're going to start possibly getting out in the sun, you know, getting more vitamin D. But it's just giving me that like as you start to more so level up spiritually, that's going to bring in the abundance. Yeah, confidence is a stain you can't wipe off. So yeah, it's just giving me that like your confidence is rising in the month of August as well. And that's going to be the gossip as well, as people going to, he or she thinks she all that because she all on the internet, she going viral. And yeah, baby, you powerful. And that's going to humble somebody as well, because all the talk, all the assumption that they thought that they knew and were doing on you, is giving me like you're allowing the actions to talk. Your best revenge is your paper. So that's going to be the gossip in regards to power too, is that your revenge is, your paper is your revenge. Your goals is the revenge. For others, you could possibly be a life path 11, the master healer. So yeah, it's just giving me that like this is exactly the gossip in regards to you, is like you're taking your own advice, and with the own advice is like you're healing. But yet it's just giving me that like you have the ability to heal others as well. You reflect favor and abundance. Baby, that's the word on the street, is that you're reflecting favor and abundance. So yeah, just like I said, your accomplishments is going to be the talk of the town. How you're moving, what you're doing is going to be the talk of the town, because your confidence is going to speak. But overall, you guys are choosing yourself, and it's just giving me the like as you choose yourself, shit's about to hit the fan for this person or these people. let's get the advice in regards to the month of August. Spirit, what is the advice for Pile 2 for the month of August? What is the advice for Pile 2? Tap in. Okay, so Pile 2, your advice is Drew. And the advice from Drew is, please do not be sad. A crisis, a loss, or change is always painful initially, but at the same time opens up new opportunities. Your situation will be short-lived. Take a close look at your sore point and then transform it into gratitude and acceptance, because it shows you what you may be past or what or who is wrong. There is a positive turnaround soon, and your new happiness has to do with the man/woman with whom you are in professional contact with. So, baby, it's giving me that, like, the gossip in regards to you is like you may meet somebody who's possibly into spiritual practices, who is a healer or a counselor, and it's just giving me that, like, hell, you about to meet somebody new. But in the meantime, I just see that, like, this situation that you were in was very short-lived, because maybe this is somebody who wasn't choosing you. So it put you in a position to choose yourself. It allowed you to step back into your power and focus on your abundance. So even though this is a loss, like Spirit said, you are allowed to love yourself. And you've done the right thing, because from choosing yourself, you've stepped into your power, and you're also ascending. Plus, you got opportunities coming in regards to your career. So just know that this was something that was meant to put you in a position to look at your sore points and to transform. And that's exactly what you've done. You've stepped into your power. You now have your confidence. And now you're choosing yourself instead of them or those who don't choose you, Pile 2. Okay? So the gossip is, it's me, myself, and I. That's all that I got to the end. That's what I found out. So that's what the energy is giving me for Pile 2. Okay? So, last but not least, we're going to move on to Pile 3. Okay? So let's see Pile 3. What is the gossip for you all in the month of August? Pile 3. Okay. So Pile 3, for those that chose the lip gloss, I'm instantly hearing, when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you look good. So it's just giving me the, like, the gossip in regards to you all, Pile 3, is that you know you look good, you know you feel good. For some of you all, this could be a change in regards to your look, or maybe somebody's going to just be like, such and such did something different to their hair, they did something different. So it's just giving me that, like, shit, the gossip in regards to you is like you've done something different. So you giving them something to talk about. Okay? Yeah, you giving folks something to talk about in the month of August, Pile 3. Nieces and nephew. So let's see. What's coming for you? What you need to know? Okay. So the first message we have is no answer is an answer. Okay, so it's giving me that, yeah, it's giving me like your actions are doing the talking. You're done talking. They're triggered. Okay, so it's giving me that in the month of August is that you're going to possibly speak a truth, or you're going to possibly do something to put a person in a position of having to look at themselves. And it's giving me like this may make a person change, and this is going to basically give you the closure that you needed. So it's giving me that, like, no answer is an answer, but yet at the same time, this is exactly what you needed. Okay? So somebody's going to be triggered based off your truth or your words. Yeah, you outgrew their energy. So maybe this is you being transparent with somebody and you telling them in the month of August, like, hey, me and you are not in the same energy. We're not on the same frequency. And I feel like I'm outgrowing the situation. And it's giving me like they're going to possibly become triggered because this is something that they didn't see coming. And maybe this is going to be somebody who ghosts you, or maybe this is just the truth that's needed to where nothing else is needing to be said. I'm hearing mint condition. There is nothing left. There's nothing. What's that song? There's nothing left to say. Yeah, so I see that like maybe this situation or just you in general is like you're somebody that's always very serious, and I see that like right now you possibly are focused on like enjoying life more or not taking life so seriously or just not overwhelming yourself for certain matters that are not your responsibility. And it's just giving me that like it's putting you in a state of like being more playful or tapping more into your inner child or just getting back to your normal self, which could be somebody that's very playful. But I just see that overall the gossip is you're realizing that you're outgrowing certain things, people, or situations. Yeah, and I just see that like it's because you guys have a different focus point. Like you're focused on the right things, and maybe this is somebody who's not focused on the right things, and maybe you try to bring this to their attention, and they're like, "What the hell? Like, how can you tell me about me?" So I just see that like this is going to also be some type of epiphany to show you that like maybe you can't be your complete self or just completely transparent with someone like you thought that you could be. So I see that in the month of August, rearranging your furniture could be significant. And it's just giving me that, like, it's to create a new energy, it's to also create a new perspective, and also just to, like, give the home a new energy, a new vibe. But yeah, maybe you're going to be focused on, like, bringing in a new energy. So maybe you're going to be practicing, like, feng shui. But yeah, I just see like you rearranging your furniture is a sense of just getting things in order or something like that. I heard for some of you all this could indicate you moving as well. Yeah, so I see that you're going to realize that somebody no longer serves you in the month of August as well. So if this is somebody that you possibly live with, it's giving me that like it's time for you to rearrange your furniture just to again create the energy or to clear, remove the energy that doesn't serve you as well. And it's funny because you outgrew their energy, no longer serve you. So yeah, this is definitely in regards to some type of energy that needs to be removed. Grown woman shit. Yeah, so I just see that like your mind is focused on like grown woman, grown man shit, like shit that grown folks need to be focused on. This person could be like focused on childish shit, and it's like it's cool to, be focused on, lighthearted matters, but I just see that like you have goals, you know what I'm saying? And in the meantime, I just see that like Spirit is saying it's time for you to give yourself some self-care and get your feet done. So that's another thing that you could like be focused on, like, okay, like I'm focused on loving myself, and that's grown woman shit as far as just like being in your divine feminine energy. So I just see that like you're pouring into yourself, and it's giving me like somebody's not liking the fact that you're choosing yourself, or like you eliminated something that no longer serves you. You're done when they're not. Yeah, no filter. So I see that like you're not biting your tongue in the month of August. Speaking your truth, authentic communication, raw honesty. This is how I really feel. So yeah, it's just giving me that like the gossip is in regards to you is like you're not biting your tongue no more in the month of August. And by you not biting your tongue, you're setting yourself free. Even if that means hurting some feelings along the way. But I just see that like this trigger had to happen so that this person can like go within and see the truth about themselves, because you're somebody that's authentic. So it's just giving me that like this is why this person no longer serves you, is because they're not being real with themselves. But you're the catalyst that's going to put them in a position to be real with themselves. Crossroads, important choices, life-changing decisions. Choose wisely. Your next step matters. So see, it's like it's giving me that like maybe this talk is going to determine if you and someone go to the next level, or this is going to determine if you want this person in your life or not. And it's just giving me the, like, once you speak your truth, you're going to see like how much they can't handle the truth, or like how much you can't be yourself. So it's giving me like it's going to make the decision a bit more easier. So in the month of August, the gossip is like you're speaking up and you don't care who it hurts in the process, because certain things don't serve you, and sometimes you have to let things go to create new beginnings. So it's just giving me that like your next move is going to matter because your mind is on the right things. Fake flex, pretending wealth, showing off, borrowed luxury, deceptive bragging, rich on Instagram, broke in real life. So yeah, it's just giving me that like you're tired of dealing with this person who's just talking about it but not being about it, or it's like they pretend to be way more than what they are, and that's why you're like, dude, when are you gonna grow up and be yourself? Or you know what I'm saying? And it's like you're still focused on gold chains and street shit, when it's like it's time for you to really be focused on grown shit, like getting your own money, creating your own business. So I just see that like this is somebody who you can't take seriously. You've outgrown them. You really are trying to create your own. So it's just showing me that like you're done with people who pretend to be this when they're not that. Deep fake. So it's just giving me that like you're gonna possibly have a conversation with somebody in the month of August in regards to like trying to understand their next move, or what their goals are, what their intentions is. And it's like they're just gonna be like stuck in the past, and it's like you're gonna realize that this is somebody who's believing their own lies with deep fake, convincing lies, altered truths, virtual deception. Seeing is no longer believing. So this is somebody who uses social media to make themselves look good, or maybe this is somebody who's a catfisher. And I just see that like this person is starting to really catch up to having to look at the reality of who they are. And this trigger within this conversation is making them see just how real they are. Sugar coated. Wow. Sweet but deceptive words, empty compliments, hidden insults, too good to be true. So yeah, I just see that like there's gonna be a truth exposed about somebody once you start to really speak your truth. And it's just giving me that like maybe you realize like, man, maybe I tried to sugarcoat this truth once before, but this person isn't getting it. So it's just time for me to just rip the band-aid off and just be transparent. But also I feel like this is somebody who sugarcoats the truth in regards to who they are, and that's why it's deep fake, because they're believing lies. They always tell themselves sweet nothings and they feel their ego, but it's like now it's time for them to look at the raw truths of who they are and what they're doing. Okay, so I just see that like in the month of August, the gossip is that you're exposing people's masks that they wear. Ooh. So I see that life path 8 could be significant. So I see that like you guys are a visionary, and even if you're not a life path 8, it's just giving me that like your third eye is starting to open and your intuition is starting to be sharpened. So it's like the things that you see is not just from a 3D level, you're starting to see beyond. And with this person, it's giving me that like, yeah, they may have some good ways about them, but skin deep, you see that they have some insecurities, and they try to cover it up by social media, monetary things, jewelry, drugs, jewelry, money, and it's like deep down, this person doesn't like looking at themselves in the mirror. And maybe this is going to be something that you bring to their attention. Like you try to hide behind monetary things when you just need to learn to just accept yourself. So you're going to put this person in a position to see themselves. Yeah, because now you're living a life with intentions. And this is somebody who's not living a life with intentions, let alone pure intentions. So it's like if a person can't move with intentions, it's something that no longer serves you, because you're moving again with purity. You're moving with the sense of awareness, because you're on your grown woman, grown man shit. See, you're somebody that's connected to love. And it's just giving me that, like, in the month of August, you're going to realize that someone is not connected to love as well. And that's going to be what you bring to their attention. Like, you're not loving yourself. You're using other substances to hide or take away from who you are. So I just see that, like, you're going to bring something to somebody's attention. And this is going to be why this is no longer serving you, because you're coming from a place of love at the end of the day. Everyone is not connected to love. So this is going to be somebody who feels like you're attacking them. And they're going to possibly cut lines of communication, which goes back to no answer is an answer. Like, you did your good deed, you spoke your truth, so you set yourself free. If they can't accept you for who you are, then that's your problem, but you did your part by speaking from a place of love. Some things don't need your words or energy. So see, it's just giving me that, like, once you speak your piece, that's that. So no answer is an answer. Your energy says enough, okay? Certain things don't even need your energy or words, okay? So the intention is what speaks, and if somebody misses that, you cool with that, because you understand what it is. You receive what you believe. So it's just giving me that, like, you're starting to receive what you believe because of the way that you're moving with pure intention. So I see that, like, you're living in truth, and that's what you're standing on in the month of August. So in the month of August, the gossip in regards to you is like you're speaking the truth and you're allowing it to set you free. And in the midst of that, it's going to trigger somebody. And that's going to show you that this person really couldn't handle you or your truth. But yet it's going to show you that you said the right things. Okay. So let's see, what is the advice for you in the month of August? Spirit. When it comes to pile 3, what is the advice for them in the month of August? What advice do they need to take with them into the month of August? Tap in. Okay. So your advice from Spirit is Francis. And the advice from Francis is, your undecisiveness has led you to a dead-end road. You go round in circles even though you have so many options. Yes, you have to finish something or leave something behind. Only then new doors will open. You have no choice anyway. You lose valuable time and miss, above all, great new opportunities. Stop artificially dragging out the end. Change is a good thing and nothing to be afraid of. So yeah, it's like you're possibly going back and forth in regards to what should you say, how should you say this, and it's just giving me like it's not about what's right or what's wrong. It's about the truth. So the truth is, someone no longer serves you. It's something that you know because you've outgrown this person's energy. You know that this person isn't really doing the inner work and they're not being real or transparent with themselves. But mainly you know that this is somebody who's not connected or coming from a place of love. So it's just time to let them know. But mainly it's time for you to choose yourself and set yourself free, because you operate from love. You come with pure intentions. And your mind is focused on the right things. So opportunities are going to come, but you have no choice but to let this go because it served its purpose. So that's exactly what you're going to realize in the month of August. Somebody's time is up. Okay? So, a lot to take in, but yet at the same time, despite of what pile you chose, it's all in regards to releasing you and elevating you to the next level. So the month of August is elevating you all in the direction of where you're meant to go, okay? Well. This was worth the wait. I felt good doing this. The energy is good, and I'm really looking forward to seeing just how things move and how this resonates with you all. So again, just start to look forward more of my postings and my content. In the meantime, if you want to see me on a day-to-day basis, add me on a TikTok. Other than that, I look forward to the next pick a card reading, guys, okay? I thank you for allowing me the opportunity to tap into your energy. And until next time, take care.